What's up, guys? Spin Firearms here, and today we're not going to talk about Springfield Armory's anti-2A stuff, because we know that situation goes further than we know about, and honestly, we really know what happened, and honestly, it's not on the company. It's someone who was like an infiltrator into the company that did all this anti-firearm stuff. It would make no sense for a company like Springfield Armory to only want to sell to a military population, because they make all their money from civilian population. SIG, Glock, and so on have the military and law enforcement market basically taken. So the only way Springfield can make money is through the civilian population. I'm telling you, it was not on that company. It was more about an infiltrator, one person switching up and doing that sort of stuff. So let's get into the firearms, because this is what matters to me. I know you want to support 2A companies and stuff like that, but to me, they make good firearms, and I know that they would go downhill so fast if they couldn't sell to the civilian population. Anyways, these are three firearms I really enjoy that you don't hear a lot of talk about anymore. First off is the Hellcat. This is my favorite Micro 9. This is a great shooter. I really like the trigger, even people say it's heavy. If you shoot your Hellcat a lot, that trigger breaks in and is lighter. Has awesome front and rear serrations, just enough. This one is optics ready. Of course, they come with those awesome U-notch rear with that tritium front sight with yellow and green. Awesome sights right out of the box. Comes with a rail. This is the smallest firearm for capacity with that flush mag. It holds 11+1 with the flush. This is a 15+1 setup right here, though. Still so small you can get your hands on it. And what I really like about the Hellcat, just like the 43X, the ergonomics, the grip angle, it feels so good in the hand, so natural, and it's small. A lot of people complain, oh, it's snappy, oh, it's snappy. Guys, it's a Micro 9. It's going to be snappy. It's on the person who's shooting it to train and get to the point where it's not snappy to them. I love my Hellcat. And a fun fact, I actually was going to start a series where we tested the living crap out of this thing, because this thing just won't malfunction, guys. I made a video a long time ago, one of my first videos on YouTube. I was putting random rounds through here, light rounds, Novex rounds. I basically ran literally every kind of round through this thing, all in one magazine. Could not get the thing to malfunction. I was limp wristing it, couldn't get it to malfunction. I made a video saying, why can't I get my Hellcat to malfunction? I just want it to malfunction. I still can't do it. I'm like, this thing is too reliable. This can't be real. No, the Hellcat eats everything. Eats it up, spits it out without a single issue. People want to complain about snappiness. I'm here to say that the reliability outdoes anything. I'm telling you, this is the most reliable Micro 9. It's not talked about as much as it should be. I love this. The Hellcat Pro is a nice firearm. I like being able to pocket carry if I need to with that flush round. I like being able to have a versatile firearm. That's very important in my life. If I'm going somewhere and I need to pocket carry it, I like having that option. The Hellcat's just an awesome firearm. Also, if you don't like the trigger, they do make an Apex trigger for it, which I heard is a great upgrade for the Hellcat. Anyways, very easy to find parts for this. A lot of aftermarket support. You can't go wrong. This thing is just as trustworthy as it gets. This thing is like my 26. It eats everything and spits it out. Not a single issue, not even a single hiccup. And honestly, it's very shocking that people don't talk about this firearm the way they should. But it's an awesome firearm. The finish on the slide is really held up. I mean, I have nothing bad to say about the Hellcat. Nothing at all. Next up is the Springfield Armory XD9. Now, this is an older firearm. They discontinued the Mod 2. This is the Mod 1. They don't make the Mod 2 anymore. What I love about this firearm is, if you're new to firearms and you need a firearm where you can learn gun safety and learn that your firearm, because it's nerve-wracking having a firearm pointed at your junk as a man, appendix carrying, you worry about if your firearm's going to go off. Even if you know that there's no chance, you still worry as a man. That's just part of it. This has a grip safety on it, which a lot of people don't like. They just think it's another thing that can cause a malfunction. I'm here to tell you this is my firearm with the second most rounds through it, over 11,000 rounds. This was one of my first carry firearms ever. Not a single malfunction. And honestly, the grip safety just has to be depressed a little bit. The reason why they did that is so you have multiple safeties in there. Also, there's a striker indicator that lets you know if there's a round chambered, basically, and that the striker is ready to go. Up here is going to be your loaded chamber indicator. This will tell you if you have a round in there. It's just an awesome firearm packed with features. Good sights. They're not night sights, but they're very easy to hit with. People say the trigger's a little spongy, but I'll tell you that a spongy trigger with this heavy upper allows for still super flat, accurate shooting. This is one of the best shooters for its size. It's about the size of Glock 26, but it is going to be thicker, heavier, more top-heavy. And that's the number one complaint people have about this. It's top-heavy. It's heavy to carry around all day. But if you want something very low recoil, has a rail, and you're 13+1 capacity. You can get the 16 round extended mag, all metal magazines. You can't go wrong with the XD9. I always recommend this as a first carry firearm. Next up is my favorite compact out there, the XD9 Elite. This thing is just unbelievable. So as you can see here, optic ready, loaded chamber indicator, U-notch rear with a what do you call it? Gosh, I'm blanking. Sorry guys, I'm blanking on the word for this. Sorry. Anyways, someone will drop it in the comments so you guys can read it. I apologize. Anyways, front and rear serrations, they look weird. I like them. I look at this, it almost looks like a T-Rex to me for some reason. I like it. And also, you wouldn't think that this texturing would be very good. They actually did a really nice job with the texturing, and a lot of people complain about this magwell. This magwell is removable. So whereas you see I can get 2 fingers in there, that's all I need to shoot. It locks your second finger in there. I mean, you're fine. And this is, like I said, nice metal mags. Springfield always has the nicest metal mags. 13+1 setup right here. Very short still, whereas you're going to have that 3.8-inch barrel similar to a 19 in length. It is going to be a little shorter, though. You have a rail. And yeah, this is just unbelievable firearm. People don't talk about it. The trigger on this is nothing like the XD9. The trigger is unbelievable. Has a lot of space in that trigger guard still. Like I said, just super ergonomic feel to the firearm. It locks your fingers in there. A very smooth shooting. Now, it is going to be heavier than 19 and so on. All the XDs and stuff like that tend to be heavier than the average firearm for its size. Is it a bad thing? For everyday carry, in my opinion, it could be. Is it a bad thing for shooting? Not at all, because it makes this such a smooth shooter. Plus, you have that amazing trigger, really nice sights. You can't go wrong with any of these options, and I know they're made by Springfield. But if you have $400 and you want an awesome new beginner firearm just to get good with carrying, this is how I did it. This is how I got comfortable carrying around in the chamber in every single firearm I have. So, anyways, those are 3 awesome Springfield Armory firearms that not a lot of people talk about. Thanks for watching.